Right. Will you please welcome to the stage, Luke Joe?
Hello, Cardiff. I'm just going to introduce myself. My name's Luke, I'm 31 years of age, and I'm from a small town in the South Wales Valleys called Aberdeen. Has anyone here been to Aberdeen?
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't, it's a lovely place you should definitely visit. If you have, shut the fuck up and try to boost tourism. But if I was to sum up Aberdeen in a sentence, has anyone heard of the saying that in London, you're never more than 10 metres away from a rat?
Yeah.
Well, in Aberdeen, you're never more than 10 metres away from a Turkish barber's, a charity shop, and a heroin addict. And I think that can be said for most towns in the South Wales Valleys. And it's actually well-known fact that there's more Turkish barbers in the South Wales Valleys than Turkey. And I'm not saying Aberdeen is outdated, but we have still got a quick save. And Blockbusters only closed last Wednesday. But I haven't always lived in Aberdeen. Back in 2017 I was stuck in a little bit of a rut. So I thought I'm going to emigrate. I didn't know where to move to, but I had plenty of money saved in the bank, so I thought I'm going to put a map of the world on a wall. I'm going to throw a dart at it, and wherever in the world the dart lands, that's where I'll move to. So I threw the dart, and it landed in Spain. I was absolutely buzzing. But unfortunately, the dart bounced out, and it landed in a steaming pile of dog shit. So I moved to Wigan. And I was up there for 2 years, and I enjoyed it for the most part. And I really enjoyed a night out in Wigan. But every time I go out, people would hear my thick South Wales Valleys accent. And they'd ask me, can you say a long place name? I said, well, of course I can. What kind of Welshman would I be if I couldn't say a long place name? They said, go on then. I say, Swansea. But of course, it's campfire book when get go get a queen robot clan to say, go. Thank you. The Swansea was funnier. But it came a point when I go out, and it came a point when I'd expect it. I cut them off at can you? I say, yes. It was a little bit awkward if the question is, can you give my friend Dave a blowjob? Well, I'm committed now, I'll have to take one for the team. Oh, when you're down there, can you say a long place name? Oh, that's brilliant! I forgot where it was now. Yeah, long place name. Yeah, I won. But yeah, I moved back home in I missed a bit. But believe it or not, I wasn't there just for the travelling. I did actually have a full-time job as a security guard. No, I'm being serious, which I still do now, just down in Wales. And I love the reaction I get when people ask me what I do for a living. I tell them I'm a security guard, and their faces light up. Where to? Mother K. Oh, piss off, Clive. We all know Mother K's gone bust. I loved that job. I was bigger than some of the kids, and I had discount off my clothes. But when people think of security guards, they think you've got to be a 6'4", 20 stone Jew said. That's not the case. You just got to have the ability to think on your feet. Like for example, I was walking out once and I found an unattended package. So I acted quickly. I radioed the control room. I said, can we get a manager down here? We got an unattended package. So the manager comes down and he asks me, is it ticking? I said, well, no. I think it's beef. But I don't know what the fuck that's got to do with it, fucking idiot. But I moved back home in 2019, and I moved back in with my mother until I met my missus in 2020, and I moved to a small town near Bridgend. And I absolutely hated it. It was a horrible place. I'm not going to name the place out of respect, but let's just say it was a huge mistake moving it. Sorry. But I'm back in Aberdeen now with my missus and kids. And I've been with my missus now for nearly 4 years. And I'm not ashamed to say she's my first love. She took my virginity at the age of 27, and I became a dad by the age of 28. But before you judge me, in my defence, one, I wasn't aware of my swimmers, so like Michael Phelps. And two, it was lockdown, there was fuck all to do. In hindsight, we probably should have been looking after my missus' 2 daughters. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. And I hope there's no coppers in here tonight, because I just dobbed myself right in there. There's going to be a riot van waiting for me outside. So Luke, what were you really doing during lockdown? Well, if you must know, I was hanging out the back of my missus. No? Okay. A bit dark, was it? And I can't really plead not guilty in court, because the evidence is about 2 foot tall and calls me daddy. Just to clarify, I'm one of my son and not my missus. She's about 5'2" and calls me daddy. But as I said, I've been with my missus now for nearly 4 years, and the story of how we met is a really romantic one. It's a bit like a fairy tale. So we met on Tinder. And up until I met my missus, I was useless at dating. I had absolutely no luck with the ladies whatsoever. And I can only really put it down to one thing. I got a certain look about me. It's the kind of look that says I can't leave the house without a carer. But I got it in the end. And before we physically met, we'd have long conversations on the phone to get to know each other a bit. And it didn't take me too long to realise she wasn't quite the full shilling. So I'm talking to her one night, and she says, I got 2 daughters. One's 2, and one's 3. So I've been a mother for 5 years. And even I'm starting to question myself, and I didn't have the heart to correct her. I still haven't told her now. I'm just waiting for that statement to come out in a few years' time, when one's 27 and one's 26. And she's been a mother for 53 years. And she'll need a calculator for that. And the fucker's only 47. We recently came back from our first family holiday abroad together in Mallorca in Spain. And it was my missus' first time flying at the grand old age of 27. So she was very nervous. And I knew she wasn't quite the full shilling before we went on this holiday. But she really stepped it up a notch on this occasion. So we're sitting on a plane, and she asks me, does it go any higher than this? Which is a fair enough question, if the plane is in the fucking sky. So we still going along the runway, and I probably should have reassured her, she was very nervous. But that's not my style. So I've gone, no, we just drive to Spain in an EasyJet Boeing 737, plowing through everything in our path, gliding across the sea until we land on the other side in a blaze of fucking glory, leaving a trail of utter devastation in our wake. I thought that might lighten the mood a bit. But I was wrong, she was fucking fuming. She didn't speak to me for the first 3 days of the holiday. It was fucking brilliant. Yeah. Didn't speak for the first 3 days of the holiday, it was brilliant, yeah. But I got 2 stepdaughters and we got a little boy together, and he's 2 now. So he'll be starting school next year. And ideally I'd like him to go to a Welsh school. But the 2 girls, they go to an English school, and it's right opposite the house. So I think it's only fair they all go to the same school. But I'd like him to go to a Welsh school because I'm a fluent Welsh speaker, and the others are not, so we can chat shit about them. They won't have a fucking clue what we're talking about. But my mother, she sent me and my brother to a Welsh school when we were younger, and she didn't speak Welsh. So her way of improving her Welsh outside school was to go over to Merthyr, video shop in Merthyr, pick a video of her choice, and when we got home from school, she'd put it on for us. So one day we got home, she put it on, and I remember sitting there thinking, I don't understand a word of this. So I'm going to have to religiously now every day after school put this on so I can pick up the language. And that's exactly what I did. But it wasn't until years down the line I realised it wasn't actually a Welsh video I was watching. It was fucking Pingu. And she's heard that loads of times and she's said that. So thanks to my mother, up until the age of 12, I thought I was speaking fluent Welsh. I wasn't. I was talking fucking penguin. Whack, whack, noop, noop. No wonder I was fucking bullied. Well, that, because they're going to look for someone who can't leave their house without the carer. I've been Luke Jones, you've been brilliant, thank you.